No, Pat, it's a dumb fucking camera.
You're stupid and nobody likes you, baby.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about, and I don't like you.
Irrelevant.
Oh man.
Knock knock.
Yeah.
Knock knock. Dude, that is such a great way to disarm a knock knock.
Yeah.
Knock knock. What's up?
Yeah, go ahead. Come on, man.
I'm on my front porch. Just talk to me.
It's open. Come in. It's a screen door. I can see you.
Come around back.
Yeah. I'm in the shed.
I'm in the shed. Hey, I'm talking through the ring light. Just come to the shed.
Yeah, I'm actually at work right now. You better not say banana.
What?
What? Knock knock. You want this feature on? I forgot. Did you say you did want it on?
No, I just was wondering. It's just really funny because for people watching, Pat has a motion for people watching and listening. Pat has a motion feature on on his camera, and before we start recording, he spends the whole time trying to turn it off. It's just like, just leave it off, or don't get the camera with the setting you don't need.
I was talking about. I was like, oh, I figured out a cool way. I know how to do multiple camera things. And she's like, and I was asking Dom, I was like, should I get another one of these cameras? And she's like, no.
2 motion cameras? Why do you need 2 motion cameras?
I don't even need one. I have it.
Yeah, but when Pat Pat gets on here, it's just him. He keeps doing this. I don't know what it does, but
that's the zooming thing.
He keeps doing. Cause that's also a dumb feature because you're in the middle of being like, hey everybody, so how are we doing? Anyway. I'm your host, Pat. Like,
and by the way, I've practiced it. I've practiced it so many times, and I'm like, good. Now I got it. Now I know how to do it. I fucking go to record with you, and it's like, huh? What's your finger doing? What's that supposed to mean?
Dude, I'm just sitting here like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's the problem. So, how you doing?
It's okay, buddy. I'm doing pretty good. I've been having a great fucking day, dude. We might be a little bit unhinged. Yeah. I'm sticking that up my ass. No, that was the cringiest thing I've ever done. No, I just been eating steak and drinking all day. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why I had to reschedule it. Quality time with my family. I apologize.
Yeah, it's important. Sometimes you gotta refuel the batteries.
It was actually nice. We went to, so my birthday was last weekend, and then my parents came up this weekend to come hang out. Pat, can I show you this?
Please.
Can I show you this?
What is it?
You listening?
No.
Everyone else leave but Pat.
Yeah, nice. Shut up.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
Shut up now, and turn around.
Pat, you want to know, so I thought I was going to have a show and perform stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. That didn't happen. So you know how I spent my night?
What's that?
You know how I spent my fucking night? Making one of these.
Oh, you made that?
I made that, Pat.
Wow.
Look at that shit.
Man, oh man, that must have been fun turning that into Dookie.
Oh, dude, I'm currently turning it into Dookie. So I'm shitting right now. No, I'm currently turning this into Dookie because I was like, I did a test burger last night. That came out good. Then I made Steph's burger. In the process of making her a burger, I'm just grabbing because we had tater tots too, which ShopRite store brand tater tots, lacking any sort of flavor. It was an utter abysmal situation.
I gotta tell you, man, even a bad tot is an all right tot, in my opinion. Like you can church up a bad tot if you got enough seasoned salt. You know what I mean?
Church up?
Yeah, like make it look better. Like lipstick on a fucking pig.
Give it some black seasoning.
Get some Old Bay or some bullshit or just basically anything else to make it not taste like garbage.
Grab a tambourine and just go.
I mean, like exercise it. Just pour water on it and just scream at it and pour water on it as much as you can. I actually had a very interesting. I had a show booked and that show ended up falling through.
Did both our shows get canceled?
Yeah, and we both did incredibly fun things. I ended up going to see Mutoid Man for a second night in a row.
Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Oh my god, dude! I have so much to share with my experience. I also may have a buy early.
Okay. Well, why don't we hop into this? Why don't we, I can talk about food and whatever at any time.
We can turn anything into Dookie. Don't worry. We can literally turn anything into shit, guys. Don't worry. You hang around here, drag the leg, hit like and subscribe. That way we can turn whatever you like into shit.
Oh, honestly, just my last thing, but it was just a great day because we woke up, we did a CrossFit workout, and then I spent my whole day on the couch. Because like I've been, the last big thing I need to do to go down to Austin is just figure out where I'm gonna stay. That's the last like big thing I need to what?
The last thing I need to do is find a place to live.
Well, no,
I'm good to live in Austin now. I mean, like I'm good.
Well, no, real,
and I don't have a place to live, and all my bills come here, and my job's here. Like I just need to find an apartment. So.
Well, no, I got all the other big everything you just said. I got all the other big stuff figured out. I just need a physical structure to sleep in.
You're, if I'm correct, aren't you going to Austin sometime soon? Like you're going?
Yeah, like May.
Yeah, okay. That's and is that? Are you planning to be there by then? Or are you just going? Is that like one of your first initial prods to find like a new living situation?
No, I'm gonna be living there in May. No, it's nothing crazy. There's a bunch of websites to find a room to rent, and half those room to rent websites, they're literally like, you can move in as soon as fucking possible.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so I figured out most of the like everything else I have to do is just physically picking up things and taking it to Goodwill. Because I want to bring as little shit to Austin as physically possible. So it's just me taking a lot of shit to Goodwill and stuff like that. I'm there's a lot of logistical shit I don't have to worry about anymore. So I spent my whole day yesterday, did the CrossFit workout, and then I just sat on the couch looking up how to make smash burgers. I was just like, well, no, I kind of knew, but I didn't want to fuck it up. And I was just like doing that. And it was a great fucking day. And then I went to the grocery store and I got groceries and I got all the ingredients. And I was just in the lab, dude. I was just in the lab cooking up experiments, figuring out fucking smash burgers. Yo, we got Brian in the chat. Thank you for watching the stream. It is a different time of day and that sucks ass for you guys. I'm sorry. He goes, hey, Andy, Nate and Allie are doing a show at my restaurant on Thursday. You're welcome to come and hang out if you're free. I'll feed you. Well, that sounds like a really good offer.
That's dangerous.
Friends, comedy, and food from Brian Woods. Brian Woods? Those are two things I like. Brian and Woods. Brian, hit me.
I think I would love to do that. Yeah, I know we didn't see it, but I'll be there.
Hell yeah.
I'll go. Andy, how is that? Can I eat some of Andy's free food? Or
I know he didn't invite me, but I will be showing up.
Dude. This is like I know what he was doing. Like it was really nice, but that's the same feeling as like at the end of a show when you're hanging out with all the other comics and then somebody walks right next to you, interrupts your conversation to go like, "You are awesome," and then just walk away.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't need it, but it's like it's something about like, hey, Andy, do you love free food?
Dude, I saw the best version of that. There's this New York comic name. I always forget his last name, but Napoleon. He's super fucking funny. I don't forget his last name because I'm a dickhead. It's just when your name's Napoleon, it's like, you know who you were talking about.
Yeah.
But no, he's super funny. He's a black dude. It's important to the story. Him and Lemaire, I was like, he's right there, officer. That's why it's important to the story.
That's the one. That's the guy.
No, him and Lemaire are on this show together, and he has, I forget the joke specifically, but he has this joke about some having to do with flip-flops, and this guy goes up to Lemaire and he's like, dude, you were so funny. You had me laughing so hard. And he's like, dude, that joke about flip-flops had me dying. And he just got the wrong black guy. And the best part, not even remotely close looking. Like Napoleon's like a tall, big ass black dude. Lemaire, he's kind of husky, but he's short as fuck.
Yeah.
Not even remote, like different heads, everything. Fucking Everything's fucking different.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's another fun one when you just watch people be racist. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a pretty spectacular thing, but
It's a pretty spectacular moment.
a wonderful moment.
Wait, did you see what Brian said?
Yeah.
You can both come and chill. It didn't sell out. But if it does, Pat, you will be thrown out comically by your shirt and pants.
It would be wonderful if we went there and Brian like sat us next to the bathroom or something like that. You know, like, specifically, was like, "Oh, I have a special table just for you two." Like,
just a fucking tablecloth over a toilet. I'm like, Brian, this feels really mean, man.
You can't see the show from here. This is a bathroom. We're in a bathroom. Brian,
you don't fully want to say it at first, but you're like, Brian, I'm gonna throw it out there. We're in a bathroom, man.
He sits you backwards at a toilet, and you're just in a stall, and you're like, turn around. Oh, he's gone.
No, dude. He
Brian
comes back.
No, occupied.
He comes back with the food, and he's like, I got you guys steak. And you're like, Brian, that's a turd. And then he takes it, he puts it right up to your face. He's like, you don't want the steak?
I do this. I take a bite, and I go, and it's not even done. This isn't even a properly cooked turd.
It's cooked badly. What's up, Aaron? Watching you guys and the Oscars. The Oscars are on tonight.
Wow.
What was that? Okay.
Just checking the time. I was like, are they on right now? When do they start?
That's a pretty good feeling that the Oscars, we are the same place in the heart of Aaron with the Oscars.
Yeah.
Possibly better. Which sound? Our sound has to be on, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sound on for us, Oscars on mute. That's pretty sick.
Let's see if we can sync up. Ready? Who are you wearing?
Just start saying the N-word.
Yeah, that's the red carpet. That's my red carpet moment.
Yeah, that's my Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt actually says the N-word all the time. You guys might not know that.
So you can get away with it.
Anyway, Pat, sorry. We've been meandering. Brian says all good seats at least 15 feet from the bathrooms. Let's go, dude. No, Brian would never sit you right next to the fucking shitter.
It feels like that's been brought up to him before. And he's like, I can assure you, sir, you are at least 15 feet from the bathroom.
But talk to me about you had a fun evening Friday night, Patrick. Tell me about it.
I had 2 fun evenings, my friend. Back to back, Friday and Saturday. Fun filled, packed. I even had steak myself. I went to so originally I had a show booked for March 9th. And Mutoid Man was supposed to play over a couple months earlier, but as you remember, I mentioned on an earlier show, the bass player fell ill with shingles.
Yes.
Shangled. And then they had to
You got shangled.
You got shangled. And then we all had to be, I was severely, you remember, I was like fucking depressed.
You were pissed too. The funniest part too is you were fucking pissed, and then you were like, shingles is real.
Yeah.
It sounds like a fucking it sounds like a Peter Pan disease. You know what I mean? It sounds like someone with a little tiny hat flies down and fucking like boop boop, hits your shingles. It doesn't sound real.
It does. It sounds like almost like a punishment from old Britain. You know what I mean? Like it's like being tarred and feathered or some shit. You know? We're gonna shingle you. I know that's Australian. But
they bring you through the sheets and shingle you, whatever that means.
So I was so they had to reschedule. They originally rescheduled the Mechanicsburg date for March 9th, but I had a show scheduled at that time, so I ended up refunding those tickets and buying tickets for the Ben Salem show the night before.
Okay.
And then so Dom ended up getting called into work and had to close, and my show got canceled.
Your Dom works on Wall Street.
Yeah, she was she had to go out there and crunch some balls or whatever.
She was like, Pat, I need coffee, and apparently it's only for closers, so I'm gonna be a while.
It's very important. And she also goes to shooting practice with Alec Baldwin. Damn it, I fucked that up. But she couldn't make it to the Ben Salem show, and I was just like, well, I don't have anything to do the next day, and I know I would like to see them twice. So why don't we just go to that too? Pleasantly surprised that both shows were incredible. I like
Talk to the people real quick who don't know what Mutoid Man is. Talk to them about Mutoid Man. Why did they tickle your little pecker so hard?
late in 2023, 23, there was a band that I don't know. Actually, I think it was just Instagram. Like literally, I was just flipping through fucking reels or something like that, and there's like a short video for the song "Siphon" by
Okay.
Mutoid, and it immediately piqued my interest. Like this was like a very every part of the song I loved. Like I loved everything that they were doing. 3-piece, and they just dazzled me. It was incredible. So like
What was the music like?
it was basically like it's the band itself. The best way I can describe Mutoid Man is they're like they remind me of my top 15 favorite bands. At one point or another, they'll remind me of Fall of Troy, Protest the Hero. Well, I mean, no, I'm serious.
No,
Like,
no, no. You were
what?
taking so. It's like, what does the physical music sound like?
Yeah, I'm getting there. But I'm saying like they have not only range, like where they can sound like just like a fucking sick rock band, but then to where they have like the most intricate guitar work, pedal work, incredible vocals, powerhouse, like fucking everything. And it's like also it turns out it's a super group of other bands that I'm already a fan of. That's bands like Converge, Cave In.
There's a dude from Convergent there. Oh yeah, we feel like we talked about this.
Yeah. Actually, the drummer and actually the guitar player is also in Cave In. His name's Steve.
Oh, that's sick.
And he was also guitar player for Converge. So I think both those guys. So and then there's also the bass player from High on Fire. It's kind of like like I said, like a 3-piece super group, but it feels like they're also their own dedicated band because they are. It feels catered just for me.
Okay.
And I fucking just love the fact that not only their range, but their composition and songs, their structure in an album. I am actually going to be doing I just finished completing my my practice OBS run right before the show actually started. And I think I want to do my own album breakdowns of those guys. They only have like 4 albums out currently, but their structure of their albums are incredible. They're just they instantly became one of my top 3 favorite bands of all time, like almost instantly. Like it's incredible. So I was super hyped to see them. I knew it would translate live because I actually seen a bunch of live videos of them. I'd been watching that, but I just wanted to go experience it. But I also got to experience something that I hadn't experienced since childhood that I do not wish on my worst enemy.
What happened?
I had to go to a fucking show alone. I hate going to shows alone. It's my least favorite thing in the world.
So you were just there mad at me the whole time?
No, not you, Dom.
You also
tried to find somebody.
Hit me up. You hit me up asking to go to the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of have stuff to do. And also, like, that's far away. And I'm so sleepy.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
It was short notice. Most of the people also that were in the area that I thought would be interested, I reached out to John Montag, friend of the show, but he had something to do with his kid or some shit. And then
sounds gay.
I know, right? But then I also sent him Mutoid Man, and he was like, "Wow, these guys are actually amazing." So I hope he feels bad for missing the show. Having time with his fucking daughter.
What are you doing? Making key memories, pussy.
Pussy. So it reminded me of when I was a huge fan of H2O growing up. I unfortunately was also the only person that I knew in my area that was a fan of H2O.
Dude, that was like half the music I listened to in high school. Like, not so much with the emo music, but that was always like my big thing with like fucking Gallows and shit like that.
Yeah.
Patrick, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That was always my thing. Which one are we doing, man? Okay, just do it.
Back there.
So
Gallows, right?
I was listening to God damn it.
I can't do that. I'll scrunch up my glasses.
I'm too fucking jacked, dude. I can't do it. But yeah, that was my thing with Gallows is I was always like, I never found someone who was like, yes, I love Gallows. I always put people onto them. So,
Yeah.
but there was always something different when you found out someone liked the band you liked.
Right, and that's the thing is, so a couple of people that I reached out to were people that I thought would like they and would be interested if they didn't have their plans not
Stupid kids.
yeah, or stupid kids.
Stupid kids like John Montag.
Well, he just has the one, but
Stupid, sexy, good dad.
hey now. Oh,
He's pretty hot.
You're gonna say stupid, sexy kids.
That's where your brain went. That's where your brain went.
But I went to but I was like, I can't miss the show. I'm not gonna fucking because if for some reason I can't go tomorrow night, I'm gonna be fucking depressed. So
you can't go to a show alone.
I hate it. No, I can. I'm used to it, but it's just such a lonely feeling. It's so weird because I go there and then also everybody I don't live in fucking Ben Salem, so I don't know anybody at this show. And I'm looking around and it's just a bunch of people that do look like me, but it's also like I don't know, man. It was just like
that's interesting because
isolating to me. It's really isolating, and I feel very self-conscious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and be like I fucking love it.
Yeah,
because I don't even. It depends on the thing, but like just growing up, like my dad would do shit like that all the fucking time. Yeah. And now he would hang out with people. Like I know it'd be funny. He'd hang out with every year. He'd hang out with his boys from college when WrestleMania would roll around, and he doesn't even like fucking watch wrestling, but it was an excuse to like hang out with them. It's like, you know, we have family get-togethers. It's not like my dad didn't hang out with people, but like he would sometimes just go to fucking like, dude, he would go to like New York Comic-Con alone.
Yeah.
Or he would all the time like go to the movies alone. And I remember at first being like, that's kind of weird. And then I fucking tried it out. It's honestly not bad. Because here's the thing. You get to do everything you want to do.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You know what I like to do at shows? I like to fucking bullshit with somebody. I like to bullshit, and I like to like comment on the bands. I like to after a band's done, my favorite thing is to like talk to them. Like I like to talk to I like to go to movies alone too. I don't mind that. But I do
you'll crush a movie alone?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like because you're not meant to talk during it, but it's the conversation.
Do you prefer to cry alone?
Oh, I cry alone all the time. I did last Friday. No,
You're just that Mutoid man. Like, this is a really good song.
I cried at Saturday show. I'll that's a little precursor. But so Friday night show. I walk in. I was a little bit late because I was like, I don't want to fucking go to an entire show by myself. I'll try to delay it a little bit. So hopefully I'll get near the end of I didn't know the opening bands or anything like that. Only one opening band, and they were Tower from New York City, and that's going to be my buy early.
Tower
from New York City is 2,000 monthly listens a buy now?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2,000, so definitely a buy now. It's crazy, dude. It's like they're everybody in the band is like a powerhouse. It's like a powerhouse. The best way to describe the genre is like almost kind of classic rock style, but I like powerhouse punk rock is the best way to describe this band, in my opinion.
Okay.
The lead singer is like, it's kind of she's her name's Sarah Beth, incredibly talented, super strong voice. She sounds like a mix of like a fucking hard edge, like Cher, and like the lead singer of Tilt. You know the band Tilt? I
do not. Who's Tilt?
I'm trying to. It's a female-led punk band with like it's almost like a super vibrato. I'm trying to think, like almost like Jello Biafra, a lady Jello Biafra.
Ate my pussy.
not so much B-52s, but just like that super.
That's a funnier voice to do, though.
You're right, but like there's this is almost like a.
You're not very emotionally available.
So she's but this is like just a really like almost operatic kind of vocal, like very strong, but very like a little bit of a rasp to it too. And
I'm intrigued because you said they're kind of punk oriented.
Yeah, it's I would say close to like Iron Maiden, like you know how like some old like metal,
like how old 80s metal was like
Yeah.
was like punk with riffs.
Yeah. And like
Cause
they're like
a
the
lot of
final boss in Guitar Hero.
okay.
They're like that band. Every member is like looks like a character like that.
That's funny. No, because that's interesting because fucking like a lot of times with the operatic shit, when it's like pardon me, when when it's like that fucking the like butt rock version. Yeah, dude, let me live.
No, just sorry. Well, as far as opera goes, well, when it's operatic.
Yeah, dude, I'm giving you a taste of how I'm gonna feel about fucking opera.
Let me just give you my taste in culture.
No. Anyway, let me talk about this culture.
Opera. Let's get into it.
Anyway, opera.
Sorry.
um, no, when you get a lot of like metal bands, it's like the butt rock of metal, and then like I don't know, they're like this combo of like Five Finger Death Punch and Evanescence.
Yeah.
And then they always have a girl singer who's wearing like a big flowy dress she'd never fucking wear, but she's like a fucking goth empress or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's always like some, I don't know, dude, it's just some like butt rock metal with the girl going like, and you're like, this sucks, dude. This is so it all reeks of like heavy try-heartedness where I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just so, but like you like it, so I trust your fucking word on things. So I'm interested to check this out with like, cause are you saying she has more of like a over the top like theatrical performance on it, or is it legit like opera type vocals?
No, it's like I say that like just because I don't know the word, but like that's just the best way I can actually describe like the power of her voice. And so it's not over the top like a King Crimson or something like that, like where it's like shrill. Do you know what I'm saying? It's
King Crimson's that dude, right?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm you're thinking. I'm not thinking of like the comical kind of like crazy, weird, silly type deal. It's more of like the incredibly professional sounding, and she doesn't have an over the top performance. It's very like they complement the powerhouses in this group all complement each other perfectly. So like it's like nobody's like stepping, like when this guy's soloing, it's not like it doesn't seem masturbatory. It's like it's fitting when she's fucking like moving around and shit like that. Like it doesn't look gay.
And she's like a good nice. She has like a good singing voice too.
Dude, no, that's what I'm saying. Is it's incredible. That's why this is a buy now. Is like they have a release that they put out in 2021. Shock to the System, and if they're at only 2,000 monthly listens now with that kind of product, it sounds this good already. If they get maybe a little bit more time in the studio, I don't know what it would be production wise, what that would mean. Like,
I'm not sure what you're saying. Are they good or bad at playing their instruments?
They're incredible at playing their instruments.
And she's a good singer?
Incredible.
That's what I was asking. Yeah, because that's what I was asking. Because when you're like a punk or a metal band and you have like a legitimately strong singer over it, it's a good combo because you don't get that all the time.
Well, and the thing I think I love their live performance. So the first night I saw them on Friday night, I was in the middle of their set. I had no idea what I was seeing, but I was like, this is great. And it sounds incredible. Her voice is very distinct. And and afterwards I was like, you know what? She sounds like it sounds like there's a song called Bleeder by Mutoid Man. Mm-hmm. And it's one of their the final tracks on the album Bleeder. And they have a feature on there that I was like, I something tells me she's on tour with them, and she sounds a lot like the person in that song. That's what I'm going to ask her afterwards. I saw her at the merch booth, and I go, this is going to sound like a weird question. By the way, I can't imagine what she was expecting when I started. Why
would that be a weird question?
It's not. A weird question would be like, can I take a picture of your feet? Like that's a weird question. That's probably what she was expecting.
It's not a weird question
Hey,
at all.
used to be musician. Were you on this music?
It's honestly something you should probably just know.
Yeah,
Just like going into it, you should
probably
just
could have Googled.
yeah. And you're sitting here being like, I'm gonna blow her fucking mind.
I was like one of those things of like it was I think it was a Pat moment where I was like one of those things of like, hey, I think I just figured something out. Are you by any chance? And she's like, yeah, actually that is. I was like, I knew it. I said, I really appreciate your work. I said, you guys ripped tonight, but I said, that song is incredible. I said, I'm surprised to see that you guys didn't do it since you guys are. And she's like, actually, when we were scheduled to do the tour before, another problem with that fucking shingles is the fact that
that fake fucking
they were
disease
supposed
he had.
to do it the last time. They were supposed to fucking do that. And I was like, that would have been perfect. So
See, I thought when you were saying you were talking to her, she's like, yeah, and then she goes to me. I thought you were gonna say she was like, please let go of my arm. You're just like talking to her like, I think you're really talented.
it's like I have no problem answering that question. Can you just step back a couple steps? You're too close.
You're very too close. I can smell your lunch. Please get away from me.
So Mutoid Man goes up. It's incredible. It's
What was the venue like, by the way?
it was the place was called fuck. I can't remember the
You call your business fuck?
No, that's not Broken Goblet Brewery in Bensalem, PA.
Whew.
It was
they were a brewery?
yeah, it was actually a really both.
What was the price of beers? What was the price of beers?
$7. Not bad. And
They
they were
didn't-
fucking
They didn't have a in Ben Salem?
yeah, is that
In
allowed?
Ben Salem.
Is that allowed or a little?
In Ben Salem?
And no charge for parking too. That's a key. That's key.
That should be bare minimum.
At a brewery, yeah, for sure. But it wasn't like just like a fucking brewery that they just had a show in. They had like a venue. Like
They didn't have a $5 option.
I don't think so. I don't know.
That's-
It's fucking. Andy.
not
I don't
good.
look. Andy, I don't fucking look at the price. Okay, I just go. Give me.
I'm just saying this goes into overall experience. That's not good for the venue.
Well, also, also another downside of going to a show alone, I don't have somebody that I can irresponsibly ask to drive halfway through the show when I have had too many beers.
Oh, it's so good for that's the main reason to have a wife.
Right. To go to when I come back with my fourth and she's still working on her second and she's like,
Dude,
you want me to drive tonight? And I'll be like, yeah.
Bro, when you're at a family event
Ugh.
and you're holding your beer and you just give your wife that look and she goes, I gotta drive home, don't I? And you're like, you fucking do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You gotta drive home, you stupid bitch.
You're driving. So that doesn't help with
I love you, baby. You're not a stupid bitch. I love you so fucking much.
that doesn't help with my lowering my anxiety. So I'm still
But aren't you in the middle of fucking aren't you supposed to drink and drive in the middle of nowhere, PA?
I don't think so. I mean, it's not really middle, and it's kind of near-ish Philly. It's only like 30
Ben
minutes.
Salem?
I'm pretty sure it's like 30 minutes from there.
I don't know anything.
I don't know either.
I said that like
I'm guessing.
I'll
like,
look it up.
I'm like, this is kind of like the way I go when I go to Philadelphia.
I drove by some of the things I know.
Oh, there's that rest stop I pee at. Uh-oh, I missed it. No, I went to Plenty of Space is a 2-story thing. They had like the top deck. They had like, tables and shit. Always love that. Always love that for the old people. Lots of old dudes that look like me. Lots of Converge shirts. I think there are a lot of. Oh, by the way, Andy, I think I don't know if I brought this up to you or not, but weird thing.
Well, do it now.
There's weird thing I'm noticing at this show. The first show, not necessarily the second show. I was standing right up front, and as soon as Mutoid Man brought out each other's, they brought out the bass player, brought out the guitar players, and the guitar player brought out the bass players' pedal boards, and they set them down.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
over explaining.
I actually would just messed up when I was talking. I was saying they brought up their own, but I said they brought up each other's for some reason.
So they put the left leg and then right leg and then left leg and then right leg.
It's like serving.
Pivot, set down.
Set down the napkin, then the serving glass. But, they all these fucking dudes again that look like us were walking over to the stage and they're doing this.
Oh yeah.
I'm like you know what any of that shit is.
They probably are. They
Oh,
probably do though.
You can get all of that stuff and you can't play what he plays, you fucking dork.
Wait,
get every
what?
one of those pedals, set it up the same way. You're not going to play what he can play.
See, that's you being negative. They probably were like, "Oh boy, howdy! Look at all these nifty pedals! I can't believe he's using so many! Yay! I'm gonna see a great show! There's so many pedals!
There was a lot of pedals.
Yeah, dude. Why do you gotta be so negative about it? They're probably going like, "Yippee skippy! There's lots of pedals! Boy, howdy!"
You know what? It's the same energy like when a guy walks up to like a cop and they just start talking about like, "Oh, what do you got there? P40?
Hey, let me hold that gun real quick.
Yeah, so what are you carrying these days?
We care. How many bullets in there? Don't worry, I'll check.
Just kind of like, yeah, man, move along, cowboy.
You know, when you grab a cop's gun.
Yeah, it's fun. But I think there's like a weird thing where like it just kind of bugged me because like it was just a couple of times where they just wanted to look at the pedal board, and it's like
but that gets guitarists jazzed up.
It maybe
no 100% it does. Like if you're really deep, into not possibly, definitely.
I mean, there's I'll look into it, but
no, for certain.
I mean, the numbers are, I don't know. I mean, they didn't start jerking off or anything. Like they didn't go like.
Is that your barometer?
None of the
just because you're addicted to porn doesn't mean everyone else. That's the only way they show they like something. It's immediate masturbation.
I think that if you don't show the thing you love,
maybe. Sorry, dude. I've had steak and beers all day. I'm silly.
You're jazzed up.
I'm silly, dude. I'm sorry. I'm full of steak and smash burgers and 3 Miller Lights. I'm a silly boy today.
So
maybe,
Andy. I'm just saying. What
that's the new bit. You know that's the new bit.
Started it.
Every time one of us opens a beer, you know that's the new bit.
I think the weird thing is like is just to me like it was kind of like they were looking at it and not like taking a picture of it, not like not like talking to somebody about it. I don't know. It just kind of looks weird.
You gotta think the range. There's definitely people that don't know what the fuck's going on, and they're just going, "Ooh, lots of pedals."
Wow, that looks confusing as fuck. I'm like, damn, that's a thick cable.
They're just looking at the pedals like, "Whoa, I don't know what's going on."
Did you get something like that? Amazon?
Where'd you get that at? Guitar Center?
You get that guitar, huh? That left-handed, you just string it different?
Do you have to buy different pedals for your left-handed guitar?
Is that cool or something? What is that?
What's the voltage?
Yeah, which one is for volume?
Is that
this one, right? The blue one?
So, I don't know. I don't know pedals very well.
Yeah, me neither. I think that's what it was. Is I don't know what the fuck that is, and I'm just like looking up. Somebody's walking up, and I'm just like, "What the fuck are you looking?"
You're making things up.
I'm projecting on them. Like, what the fuck are you looking at? You don't know what that is, fucking loser. Shut up.
I don't know what that is. So you don't know what that is. You fucking dork.
Fucking my spot. Okay.
What's up, Foxtrot? Also shout out Tonye. Thanks for everyone watching. I think a lot of people in those genres, because Mutoid, man, they get down to noodling, right? Yeah, and they do some weird effects and shit. I think a lot of time, because from what I've gathered, it's not just about what pedals you have, it's about how you order the pedals and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I think dudes who know what that is are pretty fucking into it. And if you're going to a Mutoid Man show wearing a Converge shirt, you're, and I don't say this disrespectfully, I'm one of you guys. You're a big fucking dork.
Yeah. You're a fan of the musician. Like it's breaking it down to where like now you're fans of like a lot of people there. Where I think the guy, I believe his name is Ben Kroller, is the guitar or the drummer from Converge and
okay.
And maybe me.
Fuck. You know what? Another this is a fun.
You try to borrow that.
I didn't even think about it. I hope this bit never dies. You know what? Another super group is actually that band I really like. End.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big super group. Lead singer of what the fuck? God damn it!
What the fuck?
No.
Was it led by Mark Maron? Hey,
hey! Is that another band mad at me?
Hey.
Oh yeah, Counterparts. That's right.
Oh, nice.
Lead singer of Counterparts. Guitarist of Fit for an Autopsy. Bassist of Reign Supreme. I don't know who that is. Guitarist of Shai Hulud, and then the drummer of the Acacia Strain.
Nice.
They are they're a big super group.
Yeah. So exactly. So you're gonna go to those shows and you'll see somebody wearing a Shai Hulud shirt. Like some people were like shouting out things at them, like band references, and they're just like, oh, he's like, my balls are about to cave in. And then the guy just said something about Converge, and then it was just kind of one of those things of like, guys, just don't acknowledge it. Can we just move on? Just play more music. There's not a lot of girls here.
Was it a lot of this? Was it a lot of fellas like this?
No Pit.
Like, oh yes, wow, those are a lot of notes.
Yeah, first show. That's what I was saying. I just said,
look at all those notes. You guys can play a lot of notes in a weird combination.
Not a lot of emotion, but a lot of like analysis of like, yes, this does.
I noticed that. It is so funny. There's certain genres of like metal that are so hectic and chaotic and like just fucking in your face that will elicit zero movement because you're way more interested in what they're doing than you being like, I'm gonna fucking slam each other on this song. That would happen when I saw Protest the Hero. I saw them at Warped Tour in high school. Which, funny enough, was watching them, and I looked to the right, and the lead singer of Set Your Goals was watching them. Very short. Also saw Johnny Craig later when I was leaving that show. Also very short.
Cool. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Short.
I went up to Johnny Craig and I said, why are you so fucking short?
Whoa, how's the weather down there, champ? So I wonder, like, so there's a lot of that, like there like people like kind of shouting that stuff out, but no Pit. A lot of I was up front, so this is something way out of character for me. You know me, not a big lyrics guy usually.
Who are you?
I'm Pat George.
I know you.
Sorry. Okay. So I don't really know a lot of lyrics for a lot of songs, but I do know almost every Mutoid Man song. So I was like, fuck it. I'm all by myself. I'm buzzed. What?
Can I cut you off?
Please.
Were you in the crowd singing the guitar riffs?
No, I wasn't singing the guitar riffs.
Oh, dude,
I was playing them with them.
The way you set that up, I thought you were in the crowd going like.
I was, however, I was drumming on the stage.
Woo!
And I was singing, rocking, cheering, filming a little bit, not too much. I actually missed out on a couple sweet riffs because I didn't want to be the guy filming the whole song.
We should talk about too about filming during concerts because that's always a controversial subject when people talk about. I gotta say, at the end of the day, I do not care. Almost like the more I think about my personal choice is, I'm gonna get my Instagram. I'm going to get my thing for Instagram. And if I happen to be standing still during a song I like, I'll throw it up. But 9 times out of 10, if it's a song I really like, I'm going to be fucking in the pit and shit like that.
Right.
Literally, I'll find the smallest boy and fuck him.
Be fucking in the pit. Okay.
It would be fun. The lead singer of Kubicon asked, "Who's the big kahuna?" And that's how I show I'm the big kahuna.
Me, sir.
I am. Pick me, Matt. Pick me. I'm dominating this small boy.
Let me talk to Santa. Give me the phone.
I'll show Santa I'm a good boy by moshing extra hard.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's something
Oh,
about there's promo for the band. Like,
but yeah. Oh, the other part of the filming is like every time I want to say like put your phone down and just enjoy the experience. I remember like there's always just if you go on YouTube, there's just random cell phone footage of like random ass shows, and I gotta be honest. I'm glad that guy filmed the show.
I like watching it. Yeah, I like watching it.
Like, dude, we're making jokes about the fucking Kubla Khan Santa Claus line.
Yeah.
We would not have video of that if no one had their phone out during the show.
Exactly.
So I gotta be honest. Film all the shows.
Yeah, document whatever you feel comfortable. Like that's the other thing. It's at your own risk. I'm not going to not. There was actually at the Mutoid Man. It's funny that this is the point I was going to make. Is I'm not going to like make room for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to give you the full experience. You better hold on to your phone.
I might try to spin kick your hand because it's funny.
Right. I might try to kick the phone out of your hand. I'll hand it back to you if I can find it. But if
I won't look for it, but if I come across it, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, if I see it, it's cracked. I'll go. I might even apologize, but you may not hear it. But there's like at the Mutoid Man show up front, there is a lady that like with a nicer camera, not like a $3,000 camera, but a nice camera. And I was like, hey, if you need to switch or move any, because it wasn't like super crowded or anything up front. So I was like, but if you need if you want to get a different shot or something like that, just let me know or something like that.
And she goes to you. She's like, could we actually change spots? You won't stop burping.
Dude, I had brutal ones. I was trying not to blow directly into.
Oh, dude. It was a whole night of, dude, just shooting them down your fucking shirt.
Like that.
Just like.
If you ever see me at a show, honestly, if you ever see me at a show and I do this, I'm either blowing vape smoke or I'm blowing a burp directly up into the atmosphere.
Yo, can I ask you a question? Just thinking about blowing smoke up in the air. Did you go to shows where were you, because you used to smoke cigarettes regularly, right?
Yeah.
And you don't smoke anymore.
No, I don't smoke anything.
Lame. Fucking, dude, I fucking got him. Piece of shit. But yeah, no, so you used to smoke cigarettes regularly.
Yeah.
Did you ever, because I have a vivid memory, shout out my friend Chelsea, we went to go see Thursday when I was in high school, and I have like a vivid memory of like between the bands, Chelsea just pulled out a cigarette and just in the middle of the crowd just starts ripping a butt, and no one had a problem. The only dude who had a problem with it was she accidentally ashed on this guy.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't, dude, literally in high school, it wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even a thing that people were smoking inside the venue.
Yeah. I think I remember I used to at State Theater. I think there would be like at a certain point they did eventually stop with the with like being able
inside.
To inside. But like I remember it was just basically that just meant like every show there's at least one time. There wasn't a lot of incidents, but every once in a while you would just see a big like the all the spark, all the ash goes like everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, I activated the camera.
I remember it was actually it was really funny when I went to go see Run the Jewels last time inside, forget what it is now, Franklin Music Hall. It used to be the Electric Factory in Philly. Franklin Music Hall. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I think this is a bot in the chat. Please stop. You're annoying. Please stop. I know there's when we stream on Twitch, there's a way to like block people. I don't know how to do it on here. Oh, it's this button that says blocked. All right, if they keep going, I'm gonna block them. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. He's going. You got two more, dude. Make it substantive, or you're out of here. But oh yeah, dude, I remember Run the Jewels because that was a fun show. There was like two DJs, R.I.P. Gangster Boo. She was there doing a set. And then Run the Jewels started. And immediately as they started, me and Steph you've gone to Franklin, right?
Yeah.
There's that sick ass balcony up top. And if you get a good, dude, even if you don't, it's like, dude, it's tiered seating. like it's 2 rows of, I don't know, I guess technically stadium seating. It's only 2 rows, so
Yeah.
it's weird calling that stadium seating.
Stadium balcony.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like two. It's like you can go up to the bar or the railing, and then there's 1 row, and then a third row a little bit higher, and it's like a good view from every fucking seat. So like that's fucking sick. And I remember being up top on that one and just seeing the second Run the Jewel starts playing, you see about 4 or 5 huge smoke clouds just rise up from the ground.
Yeah.
And people just waited till Run the Jewel started to fucking toke up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just kind of like the vaping. I feel like most venues seem to be pretty lax on vaping. Actually, I think I've seen even recently a place that said, it was like an open mic or something like that they were like, they're like, actually vaping's okay inside. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But they have so there was so the first night was great.
The funny part, last thing, the funny part about the vaping is it doesn't really do anything. So if a bar is like, don't vape inside, they're literally just like, it's they're literally like, it's just too lame to witness in person.
Do you not remember Lemaire's last night in town?
Oh, I fucking...
You're a fucking bold-faced liar.
What?
It set off the fucking fire.
Oh, well, that's a different situation. Most bars don't have ceilings that only go 6 inches above your fucking head.
Yeah, you're right.
For anyone who doesn't know, I literally think it was me specifically.
Pretty sure, yeah, you were sitting.
We were
all sitting under it,
but I think it was because it happened right after I took a big hit off of Lemaire's Mike Tyson vape.
Yeah.
We sucked it and the fucking shot it up in the ceiling and the alarm went off and our bartender friend T had to wait for the local. No, but okay, yes, fine. But normally,
he was like upset. It was like, I'm not angry. I'm just upset. I think that's what
it didn't fuck up his night that much.
It was a long wait for him.
All right, I'm sorry, dude. You're getting blocked. You're really fucking annoying. Yeah, that was crazy. All right. Anyway, we're back to this. We welcome anyone in the streams, but if you're just too much, I will use my dictatorial power to block your ass. Anyway, what?
I said I appreciate it because it was distracting.
Yeah. No, I also too. I give people a chance.
Yeah.
But if you're doing too much, it's when you're trying to be like, look at me. I don't wanna. You're ugly. But yeah, no, most bars have normal height ceilings. And the vape won't affect the fire alarm. But yeah. How was Mutoid Man?
So yeah, the Mutoid Man was incredible. It was everything I could imagine. They played almost every song that I could have wished for, except for, again, like I said, after the show, when I was walking past the lady and I said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a very straight question real quick?
Are you on that song with that lady who sounds like you?
Here, let me ask you." I said something. I did say to her,
"What did your feet look like while you recorded that song?"
When I was leaving, and I said, "Are you guys going to be playing at the show tomorrow in Mechanicsburg?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." I said, "I'll."
What hotel are you staying at?
I did start thinking of that. I was like, don't ask like I was thinking of like small talk questions to ask of like, what do you guys like? I literally do have those questions. Where do you guys normally stay when you're like, because they're from New York. So I was just like, I was thinking like, do you guys go back home? Do you come back? Do you how much is it like comedians touring?
Yeah.
Or is it like, are you out on the road until the shows are done and you just go back? Or because they're all, I think they played one in like Connecticut. They're all driving distance. You know what I mean? So I just
it's interesting. It's interesting a lot of time how like some of those fucking how some of those tours work, where just sometimes they're like, yo, we're gonna do a whole across the country and this and that, or we're gonna do a quick couple in like one little spot. Yeah. I wonder if the vibe with because you said Mutoid Man is like a side band for all these dudes, so they probably don't tour with Mutoid Man as much as they would with the other shit.
It seems pretty consistent. Like they kind of mix. They stay very busy. Like each one of them still tours regularly with those respected bands like Cave In, High on Fire, stuff like that, and they work Mutoid Man. They weave it in between. So that's why I was saying like the thing with what's it called? Asking what's her face about like
Her
thinking
shoe
those
size.
questions, those questions of like, hey, like what? How does this tour work? Do you like just go back to New York in between shows because it's only like 3 hours, 4 hours away or whatever for you guys, or is it more like you just stay at a fucking hotel or in a fucking van or some shit? Is it locked? Is it? Do you guys like what parking lot is it?
Around what time do you go to sleep?
Do you guys all need to stay at my house? I mean, so
Tonya had a good comment where he goes, Bill Murray kept hyping world tour and it's 3 Ohio dates. Comedian Colin Terrell did that. He would do that all the time. That shit made me laugh so hard. He'd be like such and such world tour and he'd be doing like 2 shows in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the next night, Dom was able to join me. We went to an all-you-can-eat sushi place near there. That is Fat Guy Fantasy.
Yeah.
It's like $25 flat, and you get all-you-can-eat sushi rolls. They make them fresh. You order it.
Do they have the? Because I feel like whether it be like a Chinese buffet or an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet, it's not complete until there's a super thinly cut, shittily made pepperoni pizza. You know, there needs to be a pepperoni pizza where all the slices are like that thin.
Yeah.
And there's just some like macaroni and cheese no one's ever touched.
A bin of French fries nobody eats. Like they just have French fries. You're like, why do you have French fries?
Yeah, every time I grab one, every time I grab one French fry and I go, what did I think was going to happen? Why'd you grab that French fry?
So it wasn't a buffet, but it was a thing where you could like, it's almost closer to like Brazilian steakhouse where they keep coming out.
That's sick.
On something. And so it was great. And it's like, it was almost directly across the street from the venue. Even better.
That's awesome.
So we got full on sushi.
Where was this at?
Mechanicsburg. It's right across the street. Like it's in a plaza right across the street from Love Drafts. It's fucking it rule. I wish.
What was the venue called?
Love Drafts.
Love Drafts in Mechanicsburg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was the cheapest beer?
$7. Well, actually, no. They did have, and they also, by the way, they did have Yingling on in there on tap for $5. So it's $5 in Yingling, I think.
Interesting.
It's still pretty expensive, right? Maybe I might be wrong.
$5 for a Yingling?
Yeah.
No, that's not bad. I mean,
for a draft,
it's kind of New York prices. That's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I might be, but I also might be remembering incorrectly. I bought $7.
But I will say this, that might be show prices, and it is also a brewery. It's event. I'll give them $5 Yingling. I'll give it to them.
They had it there because there were people there that were like, "Oh, I didn't know that you were only going to have like craft beers. Do you have anything like domestic-ish?
Not annoying.
Yeah. Do you have anything in the light, like Miller? Like, do you have anything?
Yeah.
So the next night, even better. There, except for there was a local opening band that was just not as. I don't want to trash them or anything. I just don't think that it was just kind of like one of those things where like
I don't think that they were good, and I did not enjoy listening to them.
Yeah, like legitimately. That's why I'm not going to. It wasn't. I don't think they were bad. It was just like it just didn't. I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. Like when I
don't think they were bad.
Yeah, I guess so. I just don't. I don't.
I'll give this.
Like bringing it. It's just one of those things that like if you have those two bands after them, not that they're a local band. They're
yeah.
Support them and shit like that. And I would never. I don't want to say that, but in my opinion, I didn't like them.
Can I say something real quick? Looking at this, what Love Drafts?
Yeah.
They really have a theme with their bookings.
Yeah, dude.
Because
the dwarves are going to be there. I'm fucking psyched.
Yeah, it's very specific. It's like Power Man 5000. And even any of these bands I don't know, they just look like a heavy-ish band or like a punk band. Yeah. I know the 69 Eyes. I think that's like a punk band. Yeah, you said the Dwarves. Yeah, there's a bunch of I appreciate I appreciate a venue that has a distinct personality.
Yeah, like almost it's a somewhat underground, but it's a brewery. You know, it's like a regular place that has burgers and fucking you know, booze and shit. The venue itself has their own merch. They have like Love Drafts
That's
has their own
cool.
shirts and shit like that. Yeah, like it's a cool place. Like it's I
Yo,
the guy doing the wristbands fucking nailed it. No, hit no hair, and even like kind of bragged about it. Like
no hair?
hair, dude. Yeah,
That's a high quality bouncer wristband activity.
and he had personality while he did it too. So like you're actually getting customer service from your fucking security guards. Come on.
Can I say this real quick?
Hmm?
Look at this dude. What a clever and well booked bar.
Right?
Ozfest tribute night. I've
Yes.
never even fucking heard of that.
Yeah.
That's so, dude, not just, oh, here's a this band tribute. No, let's give you a mini Ozfest.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking cool? Yeah, they have like the cover bands a lot of times there too.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like not just these like a thing like that. They'll have like Pantera, which is
Yeah, I
like
saw it right there. That's a really clever Pantera cover band name.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Love Drafts.
It's a great venue, and I've been there recently to see Zayo. I was there just recently to see them, and
Nice.
and it's cool. Another place that you could, once you go in, there's re-entry. You can go out to smoke. You can come back in. Like it's fucking it's perfect. It's just a
Dude,
it's a what?
Sorry, no. Go on. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying that it was a perfect. I was like looking forward to seeing them there. Yeah. That's
I
one
like
of
I like the merch. No sports, politics, religion.
yeah.
When did we start a cult? I like the energy that they're putting out.
Yeah, it's a very well thought out like brewery, but like the fact that they're also, I don't know if they've always been a venue. If I from what I've heard, that I think they've always been it, but they just rebranded recently.
Okay.
This, but like
New ownership, maybe.
probably, yeah, I think so. But it's either way, it's they're doing it right, and they're booking shit that I really want to see. So like three or I think I'm gonna go see the Dwarves there. So like that would mean like 3 out of the 5 shows that I'm going to in this recent month or so, like 3 of them are going to be at Love Drafts. That's pretty crazy.
Nice. I saw that they had. Have you ever been to an emo night?
No.
They seem fun, and I was wondering if like it made me think. I was like, dude, would a hardcore night work?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
they,
no, it would, because that's what like Mutoid Man was. Like essentially, it was like when I was there, I saw a fat guy there in a Zayo shirt, and I was like, yeah, he was at the show. It's your.
But you know what emo night is, right?
Is it just like a dance party where you just?
Yeah, it's kind of like a DJ set, but they mainly play like emo music and shit like that.
Yeah,
And I'm always and I just think about it, and I'm like, I see all these shows with hardcore bands that just have a million people at them, but I'm like, would hardcore fans want to go hang out at that? I don't know. And like, but I'm like, emo nights are so fucking popular. I wonder if hardcore night would be fun for people.
because there is even a little bit of crossover too. I feel like sometimes there's a little bit of screamo that can maybe sneak in, but I think
Well, that's the reality. That's the reality is like hardcore people into hardcore, they like a lot of shit. Like I was listening to this interview with the dude from Dashboard Confessional, and he said whenever he would do cities like Chicago and shit, you'd always look side stage. At his shows while he's playing like acoustic, and it would just be a bunch of big bearded, tatted up dudes. It would just be all because it's like, you know, if you look at hardcore lyrics, like they may not always be they may not always be as poetic as Dashboard Confessional, but they touch on similar themes and shit. So just because Dashboard's soft doesn't mean the dudes into hardcore music aren't going to be into Dashboard Confessional.
So yeah, I think it would work, and I think actually what I would suggest is when we're in Austin together making love properly, like we should,
Ignoring our wives.
we start a hardcore meetup for a Drag the Lake hardcore night at a bar. We find a brewery or something that we can go.
MEAT up.
Yeah, meeting. Yeah,
Meet
yeah,
up.
yeah, dude.
Get a bunch of dudes meet up.
Drag the Lake meetup where fucking a bunch of us, two old fucking fat boys, go out there and drink beers and fucking cry about music and scream it all together. We all do the gang vocals together.
We take over a Touch Tones and just run that bar.
Yeah, literally. Like that's that. Yeah, we already have somebody that would be going right there.
Destroy a Boy 47. Let's go.
We
Far Wild. What?
We don't have to read into the name.
No, that's a band, Destroy Boys. They're actually pretty good. I don't normally get into the Riot Girl chick rock bands, but Destroy Boys is actually a really good band. And one of their members got canceled for being problematic, so I like them more. We like them more.
We like that.
We like when that happens.
Yes, and people would mash. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, to Far Wild. No, and like it's not even like an original idea. And I'm just looking at it like emo night works. I feel like hardcore night would work.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think there's a good possibility this would work, and I think you just advertise it as exactly what it is, so nobody's fucking confused. Like the Ozfest thing. Well, actually, the Ozfest thing would be like.
I disagree. We should call it Bottle Night. We're only playing old 2000s rap.
Yeah,
and then we just play Boundaries all night.
We do the Punk Goes Crunk album.
Yes.
So the second night of Mutoid Man was what's it called? Tower was incredible again, just as incredible. Mutoid Man was great too. And I noticed something. They one of the songs that I didn't think that they would play because it was a little bit. They have a way. Their closers on their albums are incredible. Their last songs on every album.
How so?
They're epic. They're incredibly. They're always. Maybe not my absolute favorite song on the album, but
are they a little longer than the other songs?
Not necessarily, but the reason I didn't think that they would play them is because they're a little bit slower, and I kind of thought that maybe live they would want that like fast-paced energy a little bit more. But they're epic songs, they're big songs always. And the song that I mentioned to the young lady was Bleeder, is one of their closers. So I noticed the other one they weren't playing was the song Bandages, which is actually the song that I introduced Dom to them. She really likes that song. And I was like, oh, this is it. And they kept not playing it. But essentially it was the same set as before.
Okay.
And at the end of it, they don't like leave and come back for an encore. They just tell you, hey, instead of doing that, just pretend like we just did that. And now we're not going to waste your time. We're going to play 2 more songs. Like that was
That's
it.
so funny.
Right? Like, and I really respect that too. Like you just get more songs. How about that?
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So they closed with, they play the song Bandages, which is like, holy shit, that's pretty awesome. They actually played that. They still played it. Good. I'm glad that she got to hear it live because it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, hey, we're going to do something a little different tonight. And I go, no way. Because I'm walking up to the venue that night. And I told Dom, by the way, it's the same. She gave me the same face she gives me when I tell her about jujitsu. I was like, so I talked to the lead singer of Tower, and I told her I recognized her voice, and I was like, oh, that'd be really cool if you guys did that. And I said, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. So I said, so if they end up playing Bleeder, it's directly because I brought that up to her. I know it for sure. So, dude, so by the way, I'm not at the show alone, Andy. So guess who has had about 4 or 5 beers?
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, I am hammered. And he starts doing this, and I'm like fucking like grabbing on the Dom. I'm going, yeah, like I just got drafted.
I did that.
They're gonna play it. And my mind, and they start fucking playing it, dude. I tear up. I was like fucking like I was like I'm so happy because I
matter to someone.
It meant so much. It was such a fucking cool feeling to be like. I wasn't even sure who was gonna be here. I don't know anybody that listens to this band.
Yeah.
I don't know what their fan base is like. I don't know what they're like. You were saying that when we were talking about seeing them live, like what's their banter like? I need all of the things. I want to know if you're in my echelon, if you're in the guild of Pat George's fucking top 5.
Yeah.
You need to lock it up. I need to know that you can handle
point
any scenario.
Any scenario. No matter what the scenario is.
You got to handle it, okay?
Have you been drinking my beers?
I've had fucking polar seltzers. These are just water.
Yeah, dude, you got fucking too many bubbles in you.
I was fucking hammered last night, but I was like, I was just immensely flattered. The fact that like that they took into consider, they don't have to do that. Like they had a great show without it. Nobody when they said it, like I don't mean to sound like a shithead or anything. I was screaming as loud as I was hammered, drunk, but also it wasn't like everybody went, "Holy shit, they're doing Bleeder!" Like I was just like, so I was the only one that realized that you're the one that's on Bleeder, and you guys should do this fucking song. I'm so glad I produced this show. I should get a cut of the door. Maybe a little bit of the t-shirt.
I am your manager now. Like I asked before, what hotel are you staying at?
Where are you at tonight? What do you do with all your equipment when you're in New York City? It seems very unsafe.
I get your excitement. That actually kind of happened for me when I went to go see Bomb the Music Industry a while ago when I was still in college. Because they had this one song on, was it off of album? Dude, it was like their first album. And they still played like some songs off that album, but not like a shitload. Because, you know, they're a small band. Yeah. It was this song, I'm a Panic Bomb Baby. It was one of my favorite songs off of that album. I really liked the song. And yeah, at the time I saw them, they were like a couple albums in. And I remember talking to them because I saw them. It was a small show. They were opening up for, Less Than Jake. Who was it? It was Less Than Jake. There was this random band called the Suburban Legends. They were like a ska band that were like a dancey funk band. They were kind of cheesy, but like fun. A really fun live show. Big D and Kids Table. Oh. I remember because I had a very you remember I was telling you about when we were at KublaCon and this dude threw his arm over my shoulder and we like sang a line together and then I was like, all right, please stop touching me. You have a Suburban Legends tattoo, Far Wild? No shit. That's funny. So I remember, I forget what song they were playing, but me and this fat dude were next to each other we had a very similar moment. We were right next to each other watching Big D and the Kids Table. Dude put the microphone in our faces. We both sang a line together, and then we turned to each other. I don't know who this fat guy is, but we cheered and hugged. No, dude, I hugged that fat guy. Yeah. Because we got to sing Big D and the Kids Table line together.
A special thing, like when you and that was the thing. So the second,
wait. Last thing I was gonna say about Bomb the Music Industry. So I was talking, so it was like a small-ish show, and I remember the bands were just hanging out outside, and I walked over and I was talking to the lead singer. I was still like, I gave a fuck about signatures and shit. I got him to like sign my ticket and shit.
Yeah.
And then I just talking to him, I mentioned that I'm a Panic Bomb Baby was one of my favorite songs. And the cool thing about Bomb the Music Industry is they never really had a set list. They kind of just did whatever. They were like, what song do you guys want to play right now? And they would like go into a song. And there was a part where, so I'm a Panic Bomb Baby just starts with guitars and vocals for like a while. And they were all trying to like figure out what they should do. And then the lead singer just goes, fuck it. And then he just starts going into I'm a Panic Bomb Baby. And I'm like, that was because of me. Yeah. That was because of me.
Dude, it's such a good feeling because it's like because even though I had to explain it to Dom, but like from how I explained it to her, or she's just the greatest wife. She's like, that's really fucking cool that you did that. Like, she's like, you had whether it be, she was
like, my pussy is so dry.
There was not like oh my God, that's you. I've got to have you now. But it was more, but dude, when the lady, Sarah, the lead singer of Tower walked by afterwards, because I was still like, man, this is amazing. We're letting the crowd, I usually let the crowd kind of disperse. I'm not in a rush like to get out of like anything. I'm fucking hammered. So like she walks past and I'm just like, thank you so much. And she's like, it wasn't my idea. That was our idea and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, but I know, I like introduced her to my wife. It was like this whole thing. I was just like, so like, if you just want to like come back home you know,
You
hang out.
just holding your wife. You're like, do you want to kiss her? Really? You
I was
just
like,
want to kiss her.
I was
You just drunk, turn it back. Who do you guys fucking kiss?
no, dude. The farthest thing from my mind was anything sexual. I was pure art enjoyment last night. I was so crazy emotional when they started playing that song, and I was like, I can't believe I get to hear this fucking thing live. The second night there was a little bit of moshing. People were into it. Like there was it. It was just refreshing to see that it's not just me and like 4 other fat guys that listen to these guys. It's a good handful of fat guys all over Pennsylvania that love these guys.
Yeah, dude. It feels validating. I know everyone always is like, you shouldn't give a fuck what people think. And you're like, it's also, human nature.
People have money. I would like them to have more money so that they feel compelled to do more.
Yeah.
They're able to do more of this art. And I'm telling you right now, buy now for fucking Tower, because they should be called Tower House.
Why?
Because they're powerful, like Powerhouse. They use that term, Andy. They use the term a lot of times on The Voice. I would also like to hear her cover Heart, or like some fucking epic broad led classic songs. You know what I mean? Barracuda would be fucking cool as shit. I don't know.
Some broad centric song.
Yeah, broad centric songs that for Sarah Beth to sink her teeth into. That'd be
sick.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
But their original music is incredibly. I don't even want to say I don't know, underrated, or if they're just gonna blow up soon, because it's got to be on the soundtrack. It's pretty epic.
Hell yeah.
But all in all, 11 out of 10.
Did you have sex with your wife?
No, that's what I'm telling you. It was not. My penis was soft the entire night. It was my eyes were full of tears and my penis was filled with pee.
There's just pee in here, my lady.
Strictly
no cumsies, just pee.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a wonderful evening.
Do you want to hear about something else that gets my wife extra dry?
Sure, buddy.
Merch drop. Andy, I got a special item. I don't know if you've heard anything about this, but there's a thing that I like to do when my wife leaves, and it's called eat 42 donuts.
It's a little thing I like to do. That's called eat 42. Where did this tell them the original story of the donut addiction?
My wife left town to visit family in New Hampshire for, I think, less than 7 days. It was less than a week, because I ate
2 airport rides within a week.
Yeah. And on the way back from the first airport, I stopped off at Dunkin' Donuts.
How far is the airport from your house?
It was Baltimore. It was like an hour and a half. So it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was not right around the corner.
Oh, yeah, that probably sucks ass for you in airports.
Yeah, it was a long drive. Well, Harrisburg International is not bad because it goes right to Clearwater. But if you're going anywhere else, you're going to have to go to a major airport. But that
would be nice, dude. When I lived in Allentown, dude, going to that, because the Allentown airport's like 20 minutes away, and it's a small ass airport.
But usually when my wife's out of town, not like, oh, my wife's out of town, I'm gonna I get to party. It's I don't have anybody that I feel ashamed of doing the things I'm about to do. That's a
big part of wives are good for a lot of things. That's a big helper for a wife. Like, I remember I was crushing when I was big into Call of Duty. I don't hate it. I just don't get excited about it anymore like I used to. But yeah, I was like jazzed up over Call of Duty. I remember the one day, dude, I think I was getting close to 3 hours into Call of Duty, and I just see my wife walking by me like doing housework and shit, and I'm like, I gotta get up and do something.
Yeah.
She can't just see me fucking playing Call of Duty for this long. And like wives are good for that.
If I came home with a box of donuts that was a dozen sized and only had about 4, she would go, oh, did you have a party at the office today?
Wait, I forgot about that, dude. So you grabbed a dozen donuts on the way. How far from the airport was the Dunkin' Donuts?
I think I was just like, I I was like, I Googled my address like on the way
You
home.
looked.
I put in Google Maps, I put in my address, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
you know how you can Google, then you search another thing and says like along the route. I think it was like probably like 3 minutes away from where I was at the airport. Like it was on the way. Like, well, I'm gonna hop at the Dunkin' Donuts. And
Dude,
then
your wife didn't even
highway.
get on the plane yet.
She was not. She wasn't even through security
She
before
didn't get through
I had four.
TSA. She didn't get through TSA while you had a dozen donuts.
I think I was through the third one when she was like through security. Now just waiting for my flight. I'm just like,
So you grabbed a dozen. What was your donut profile?
it was give me what dealer's choice, whatever you got,
Giving me
whatever you got, I'll eat it.
What time of day was it?
Like probably 10:30 or something like that. So
All right, so they're still
that's when
good.
it started. So worked on that one, had that one done by that evening. That does.
But wait, no, Pat. I got this.
Oh.
I will ask you the questions.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, dude. I am no.
I sustain.
I am the detective. You are you are in the fucking tiny room. I gave you a
Am I being held, or can I just go?
I don't answer the question. I gave you some cigarettes.
Questions for you. We got a couple questions. You
I
want
gave you.
You hungry?
I gave you a soda and a pack of cigs. You're my buddy now.
I like you. I don't like the other guy.
It's like you're good and he's bad.
He's the bad guy, but I like you, so I'll talk to you, not him.
He's a bad cop. You're a good cop.
He's trying to trick me. You are a friend. I'm gonna trust you. Like criminals are so fucking stupid. Wait a minute. This guy's I could probably tell my crimes to him. He gave me something.
He's bad. You're good. I'm going to tell you all my crimes.
I don't trust this mean guy. I trust the nice guy. Yes, sir. That's the thing. Is cops don't get that. Good cop, bad cop works.
What do you want to know, nice guy?
Yeah, you catch. Yeah, you tell me. You tell me what you want to know, and you hit the bricks, buddy.
So,
and then he looks at the good cop. That guy, right? Anyway,
so how many from like that hour and a half ride you get home? How many of the dozen are you in?
I think at that time I'm either at like I think I was at 5, and I held off on the 6th one until I went in the house for some reason. It was like a weird. It was like a weird goal. Yeah.
The 6th one would have gotten eaten, but you created some abstract parameter where you're like, we can't until then.
Yeah, come on, like that's ridiculous. 6 in an hour and a half.
Because I was just talking to fucking I was talking to Harrington over at Gas Digital, and I guess shout out Jorge. He's produced Panties a bunch of times. He's the fucking man. He was like saying that like he could crush a dozen donuts over the course of a podcast, and they were like, "No, you can't." And I'm like, it's not good for you, but that's the easiest thing.
You shouldn't, but
it's like easy as fuck.
Yeah, how long?
Like I could crush 3 donuts without thinking.
Yeah, like it's not a and when you do the dealer's choice, they're always going to put in a couple of the raspberry filled or the fucking cream filled, or they have like a frosting filled. They have a frosting filled, and then they have a cream filled, which is weird.
I don't like those. I don't like any of the filled ones. Dude, if you gave me a dozen of just the standard, like glazed, vanilla, chocolate, double chocolate, shit like that, bro.
If you just give me like a bunch of delicious donuts, I mean, I'm going to love them.
Well, no, we gotta be honest, though. A lot of people like the cream-filled donuts. Now, a little fucking gay, but a lot of people like the cream-filled donuts and the jelly-filled donuts. It's, in my opinion, ass, but like, numbers are numbers.
I don't hate it. I obviously don't hate it. But I also hit up some munchkins from Sheets. So like I kind of like I didn't even count those technically, but that would like be like that's
why would you, dude?
Right. I would say like a cup of munchkins or whatever.
Oh yeah, Sheets tries to get you with that at the fucking checkout counter
every time.
Do you want to?
While I was gone. While she was gone.
Sheets, dude, you just got the things you need, and Sheets was like, "Hey, would you like a cup of donuts?
Yeah, want a little bit of beaties with that?
You want this plastic cup filled of donuts?"
And I'll tell you what, Sheets does the donut up right. It wasn't even quality donuts. Like I didn't go to like Duck Donuts and get like fresh baked or like Krispy Kreme fresh out of the oven. I was buying like garbage donuts and eating every single
Donut, but
mini donuts. The little I ate a whole box of those little frosted chocolate donuts.
Yeah,
The yellow cake donuts. I love that. It's trash, but I
dude.
love.
But I'll defend donuts. They're good at any quality.
Yeah, hell yeah. It doesn't matter.
Dude.
Again, like a top.
I will
There's
say
amazing donuts, and then there's some that are like, that's not a terrible donut.
I will say though, when you get the pre-packaged donuts, like when you go to Dunkin' Donuts and they make them there, and you fucking they shovel them in the box for you, and you go, yeah, I got my fucking donuts. But no, when you get the pre-packaged ones,
Yeah,
I gotta be honest, dude, overly glazed every time.
yeah, I agree. I mean,
Yeah, on the Munchkins, too glazed.
but I hey, twist my arm, right? You know what I mean? So
It's just a worse form of good.
so instead in this trip, instead of eating my feelings, I decided to spend my feelings.
Hell yeah.
I did a little retail therapy. I bought my End It shirt you saw in the last episode.
Oh, thank God. I completely forgot why we started talking about donuts.
This Zayo shirt here I bought also while she was gone.
Oh, is that what you've been wearing?
Yeah, it's a Zayo shirt. It's modeled after a Grateful Dead shirt.
Dude. Dude, can I tell you a little secret?
Please.
I may have taken out a 401k to make this move to Austin financially viable. And it
go on.
It is making I want to just make stupid fucking purchases. God damn it, I love wasting money.
Like she was like, oh, so I was like, I kind of did a little retail therapy when you were gone. She's like, oh, really? And I just it's like, I was like, but I also donated a lot of shirts. I did some good. So I bought my Capra shirt. I bought a Zayo shirt. I bought my End It shirt.
Which End It one did you get?
The long sleeve. It just says it's like it's.
Oh, you wore it like last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
So that one, I think that was everything. And then, oh wait, there was one other thing I got.
Hit me with it, baby.
It was a little ditty called a Tsunami pocket knife.
Yeah, we're the knife bros.
Knife bros.
Knife buddies.
I love featured weapons from bands. This is a badass fucking cut your mama's.
I gotta be
off my.
Yeah, dude. I gotta be honest. Mine has the little circle.
No circle.
But yours is Antifa ready.
Yeah, look at this. It's got this thing to cut stuff. It's got this thing to fucking break glass. It's fucking.
Well, that's a funny combo because the blade on the butt of it, is just convenient when you're working in a warehouse, and then the other one is to smash windows while you're rioting for racial reform.
It's like, and also a clip for your belt. So you have everything you could ever need in a fucking knife. We brought up a couple weeks ago or months ago maybe the Tsunami hammer that I thought was great, but they were sold out.
Did you get that hammer?
I thought they were sold out. I'm pretty sure at the time they were sold out, but I'm happy to see they still have these bad boys. This is not just special edition. This is standard on their website.
Oh yeah, that made me laugh because the hammers are sold out.
Always be ready.
That was that made me laugh because that was the big difference. Because dude, I gotta be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, the Kublai Khan knife is a good knife. Like, it's a good fucking knife. But like, open yours up.
Yeah, look at this serrated. Do you have serrated? Is yours serrated?
It's not serrated, dude.
That's gonna fucking hurt. This hurts. This hurts if you just get it caught.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I like the hole though. You know what I mean? I love holes.
My man. But like, no, Pat, bring the knife back. Open it up and let me see it. Oh, it's a good click.
You hear that? No, I almost got a fucking maybe.
Pat, give the people.
That's a solid click.
Wait.
I almost dropped it. Oh. I almost dropped it in my lap.
You're just watching two dudes who shouldn't have a knife. Wait. Shh. Oh, that's a good click too.
That was a nice click. I could hear the hole.
That's a good click.
For you listeners, you know what that was. That was a Kublai knife. Now you know
got
what a
some
tsunami knife sounds like too. That's good.
I think my click's better though.
I liked it.
I think I have a better click. No, but I like that your knife is black. I like that it's serrated and it looks sicker. Tonya goes, now I'm sitting here clicking my knife.
We just gave you some new ASMR.
Yeah, dude. You want to start a knife ASMR channel?
This is our ASMR channel. Ready?
Yeah, dude.
I need a fucking pork butt to fucking stab. Stanley, come here.
But no, I will say. So your knife is it's sick, it's black, it's serrated, it's got the little titty on it. So if you're, like I said, if you're riding for racial justice, you can break a Starbucks window. It's fucking awesome. Stop. Get that knife away from your face.
It was this part.
It's still not good.
You ever notice?
But
if
I
you
will.
hold a knife like this. It's like, oh, cool. That's whatever. You kind of look whatever. But if you hold it like this,
I will say though, here I'm double checking it right now. Yeah, it's just something you can order whenever you want it.
Yeah,
that is sick. That makes it a better knife.
Standard issue. This is not a limited edition. This
No.
is like a one run and we're done. This is a what do you need? We got it. What do you want?
It's just a thing. Tsunami goes, do you need a knife?
Yeah.
We have a knife.
Right. They're like, that's not a knife. But if you go to our web store, this is a knife.
This is a knife.
This is a knife. So I think it was the best purchase I've ever made in my life.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta plug my computer in. God damn it.
You running out of juice?
Yeah. All my juice ran away. There we go. We're back. Anyway, so if you want to buy a tsunami knife, just go to tsunami. I think it's .com.
Just go into Google and search tsunami knife.
Tsunami band.
Holy Mountain Printing.
That's
/product /tsunami-pocket-knife.
My only note would be, I wish they would have got it to me sooner because I ordered it the day she left town, and I was hoping it would be there before she got back. But it came when she was here, and I was like, oh, hey, so I bought some stuff.
But does Dom really give a shit the dumb things you do?
I think she says she doesn't, but I mean, I can only at a certain point. She's probably thinking he doesn't talk about having kids. He doesn't talk about a career. He
has no money.
He has no money. He cremates pets part-time. There's really, I don't know why she's still around. There's like,
you're like, oh,
there's no reason for her to love me. There's no reason for her to love me, but she does. So
you're 45 buying knives.
I'm 37. Thank you very much. I'm a 37-year-old man that bought the tsunami knife, my friend. Okay, with her hard-earned money, friend. You know, every one of those donuts was bought with her hard-earned money as well.
Yeah, dude, you fucking house husband ass motherfucker.
No, actually, I did do a little production the weekend, and I made exactly the amount of money that I spent on all of those shirts and the knife. So I made it back. I cleared it.
You broke even. You broke even, partner, and that's all that matters.
Caloric
to
as well.
There's a little bit of news I want to bring up just because it ties in some previous stories we had. And there is it goes back. Are you guys going to Skankfest this year? I don't know. I forgot to submit to it because I don't want to do that anymore.
I submitted and I fear that they ignored it.
Honestly, I think we might. I think because like I'm assuming Lemaire's going to be on it, and hopefully they ask me and Nate. And if Lemaire's going to be there, I'm probably just going to fucking go.
And if any of them have a +1, I'll be there.
Yeah. But I would love to. Yeah, I missed you guys too last year. I was kind of bummed. But I think I don't know anything about what's going on at Skankfest. I'm just saying I think Panties will be in a place where, you know, they might want us to do a little ditty there.
You might want a little jazz up there on the stage.
Yeah.
A little bit of that fucking sweet jazz on the
Yeah. And when's Skankfest? It's in September, right?
Yeah, never forget.
When are you gonna When are you going to Texas?
When'd you say?
Like Mayish? Didn't you say you were gonna try to get down there June or July?
Yeah, at the latest July.
All right.
But yes,
We'll figure it out. We'll figure
September
it out.
after July.
What?
Yep, August. Oh, August. That's my birthday, and then September. So we can celebrate my birthday, and then we can go to Skankfest.
I pray to God this podcast works. You need it so bad.
I need a thing, Andy. I don't know what I'm good at yet.
Dude, you ever sit there? You're like, I don't know how to do anything.
I don't know what. I don't even know what people. I don't know what I'm asking people to be a fan of anymore. I don't know what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't even fucking do anything anymore. I do this, and I talk to you guys, and I love it. This is great. And I go do stuff. But other than I don't even know what I do. I don't know what
do I even offer to you people?
It's the same thing as Dub. You guys are here, and I appreciate it. And Andy's great. I love him too. We should just hang out with Andy, right, guys?
What wait, how far is Vegas from Austin? Well, dude, you know why we gotta go to Vegas? When we you fucking piece of shit.
Oh no, I activated again.
No, when we stop it.
Huh?
The Kublai is a Spyderco knife? Oh, okay. That must be a sick company.
Damn, you know knife brands? That's cool.
Tonier commented.
No, I'm saying like
Tonier. Oh yeah, Tonier knows them. You should go to NoFX's final show while you're on the West Coast.
Is that why you said that?
Oh no, NoFX. We should go. If we go to Skankfest,
yeah,
we should work in an extra day or two and hit up the punk rock museum.
Oh yeah,
that's in Vegas.
Yeah, hell yeah. I thought you were gonna say something like the Sphere or some shit like that.
Actually, I would, dude. I'd even go to see some fucking bullshit U2 show. The Sphere actually looks crazy.
I want to go to the Cat House.
Oh.
I'm gonna get my dick wet. I want to go there and go. No, thank you.
That'd be so funny. Nah, dude, we could just be like rappers and fucking basketball players and just use strippers for therapy. That's what they do. They just talk to strippers and hookers.
Well,
they don't actually fuck them.
I actually have to. The first time I ever went to a strip club, I ended up having a conversation with the stripper about a breakup that I had, and she was like, "Don't worry, you'll find somebody." And I was just like, "Thanks very much." But she was like milfish, you know.
You're like, "Thank you so much,
it's mommy."
Please suck my pee-pee.
Yeah, I was a good boy, but yeah, we should go to the Punk Rock Museum.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Because I think the Vegas is like a 20-hour drive, so planes are probably not crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, look at that shit.
What?
I'm on fucking Google right now. Austin to Vegas, dude. You can get a plane for like $70.
You can just get a plane for $70.
The whole thing.
How much is the pilot though?
Well, slavery is illegal, unfortunately. No, actually, yeah, dude. Dude, if planes are $70 from Austin to Vegas, I'm definitely going to Skankfest, even if they fucking book me or not.
Yeah, I'll go too. Can I go?
Yeah, dude. What?
I'll be there. Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, last year was they're talking about Sick New World. No, I wanted a little update.
Oh yeah.
From a controversial Freemason loving hardcore band, Escuela.
Dude, I have been seeing them pop up a ton. Please update me on this because I don't know how to read.
Well, they shared their side of
God, look at all that. Jesus fuck. Oh my God.
What? They shared their side of the fucking. No, it is kind of funny because it is kind of showing that they're okay. So to catch everyone up, there was a controversy that we only really talked about because I'm not going to sit here and act like I in any way cared about the drama. It's funny. Drama is very funny to watch as a third party. Yeah. It's funny to watch people take this dumb shit so seriously. And basically what it was, and I got to be honest too, a lot of people love a good dog pile. And when it's a band I actually enjoy and I think they're swell children, I'll get Escuela grinds brack. I don't give a fuck. I'll get their brack. Why did I say that like that? Yeah, dude. I'll get Escuela grinds black. What? What did I say?
Not words. I don't.
Dude, what's happening right now?
Out of this, you can say. You say that. Was it Escuela? Do it again. Say it
I'm
first.
saying Escuela right, and
Right,
then I
you
keep
said all that
saying
right, and
back wrong.
Brack.
Brack.
And anyway, Brack. Let's just get Brack to the show.
I want to get Escuela grinds back.
There it is.
Yeah, because I don't. It's like no. We were joking before. It is very funny to be a hardcore band and have a picture of you at a gala with Barbara Bush. That is very funny.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
But
Now
also, I don't know, dude. It's like, it might take a little bit of your cool guy cred, but at the end of the day, do you write some good tunes? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you hang out with
Didn't you say gala?
Gala.
It's a gala. You know what I mean? I think the gala hurts you more than the bush. I think if you're at a gala and you're in a hardcore band and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing at a gala, dork?"
That's funny. Tony said there was a comment. Bush did Escuela grind.
Rick Rock. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not, but also it's not the fucking, I don't know, it's not a deal breaker for me. But yeah, they posted on their Instagram. I'll read this. We have publicly stayed quiet about the conflict between our previous driver and previous tour manager. We felt it best to first let them each have their say. The band faced challenges during a 6-week tour where we were responsible for many supporting bands. We hired a full crew for the very first time. Mistakes were made in the hiring process, ultimately causing issues the core members will never experience before on a tour. What?
Sorry, they're just like, mistakes were made. Everything, we just really messed up. We didn't do the research on our bus driver. What are you talking about? Do you have a driver's license? Cool, hop on.
Yeah, dude, this is also why it's funny, where literally the story is they hired a chick to do the tour and the drivers seemed like they fucking sucked. But then also at the same time, the vibe I'm getting is Escuela grind might be annoying, which is why everyone was so willing to dogpile on him.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I see what Tonye's saying. These comments over here on the Instagram. Someone wrote Laura Bush grindcore. That's so funny, dude. But yeah, it is so funny to be like, yeah, this bitch just, you should just be able to post something saying like, yeah, this bitch was just a fucking shitty driver and we fired her.
Yeah, you should be able to fire. Yeah, but go ahead. Sorry.
Ultimately, we made mistakes. We tried to do what we thought was best, and in the end, it wasn't. We did not know about the personal issues between our former driver and tour manager until they posted about it online. We immediately parted ways with him. We failed, but we have learned. You didn't fail. You fucking were like, this guy's a dick, and then fired him.
Yeah, you corrected.
Yeah, dude, but honestly, part of me likes to talk about this stuff because it's like you point out this weird, goofy shit people are doing now where they're like, yes, we found a problem and fixed the problem. We're so sorry we failed. You're like, you didn't fail. You did what you were supposed to do. You fixed the problem.
Well, that was the thing I think I talked about when the initial conversation was like, what else do you want? Like, you can't do it. Was like where it was just like, because we do talk about this fucking lot with like different bands of like, okay, so we did the thing, we fixed that.
Yeah.
We apologized. And now what? Now it's just like, well, now we're gonna think on it.
Yeah, we're gonna actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put you to a standard that no one else is gonna be put to, and we would never even fathom putting ourselves to that standard. But we are gonna rate you on that standard, and if you don't meet it, even if you do meet it, we will still hate you.
Generally, the same people that I feel like if they're the people that call a guy a misogynist, and then as soon as they ask them like, "What's a misogynist?" they go like,
You're like, what's a misogynist? And then they go, you also rape me.
Yeah, well, guess what? Now you're arrested, pal.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. When you asked that question, you were actually raping me.
That was called assault. You just assaulted me. And it's like, no,
yeah, good. No, I didn't. Now I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Our driver quit on their own terms. They were not abandoned. They chose to go when they did. Dude, it's so funny to be like, this band abandoned me, and they were like, you quit.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
They chose to go when they did, and we did not know about their plans. Their flights were non-refundable and non-changeable. The driver was paid in cash weekly. Yeah, dude.
This is so much. This is so much detail. This is so much detail.
But like they gotta because well, I don't know if they gotta. This will also probably just blow over. But like it is so funny where it's just like the driver was like, they didn't do this, and they're like, we didn't do it. What are you talking about?
We did it.
We did
here,
it.
here, and then this happened, and then we did this.
Yeah. The driver was paid in cash weekly. We mailed a check to them for their final week so that we had proper proof of receipt and deposit. We have many receipts of us trying to get in touch with them and pay them through alternative methods like Venmo and etc. Dude, we have proof of constantly trying to pay them.
Yeah. Not only did we willing to pay them, we tried, and we have proof of continuing to try. Wonderful.
Yeah, we take blame for not making our expectations clear and properly vetting our driver. That's so funny.
Jesus.
I forgot about that part. No, that's actually like a hilarious dig where like we apologize for not realizing this person was a fucking psycho dickhead moron.
Right.
There was never a moment where the tour manager or driver approached us about the concerns they presented in their statements. If approached, we would have acted on this information immediately. Absolutely nothing verbal nor physical was observed in the time we were present. There was never a moment where our tour manager seriously expressed that he was uncomfortable with the jokes being made on tour. Jokes and nicknames were created just like any other tour. Tour manager encouraged and instigated many of these jokes, and it appears he is trying to absolve himself of wrongdoing by misrepresenting facts while still admitting to his inappropriate behavior towards our former driver. Interesting. I don't know. That's also too just like over explaining. Like, yeah, dude, we made fun of each other.
Why not just let it flush out, and then we'll get the like let the situation like come to a conclusion, and then you can explain it.
We understand that we let our fans down over the last week with our inability to address this situation directly, and that has been difficult. Thank you for bearing with us. Bands work in environments where social boundaries are constantly crossed. It seems like a paradox to find the balance between having a crazy fun tour and being straight-laced professionals. We are working through our growing pain. Well, I don't even know if it's about finding the balance. It's just it seems like you got fibbers. It seems like you got someone that was pissed to get fired, so they're being a fibber.
Right. Seems like you hired a liar. Just don't hire that liar again.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, that guy's crazy. So let's keep it moving.
They call that growth.
This is our final statement on the matter. We now focus on moving forward and working to be the best we can be at all times. We love y'all always. We support Israel and everything they do. What?
Wait, what?
All right. Anyway, that's the last of that. No, I made up.
I love the apology.
I made up that last part.
You know what, Andy? I think that apology was even better than their last apology.
Yeah, I honestly, after I went through that, I regret going through that, but we talked about it before, so I feel like it matters to round it out.
Yeah, it's good to have a closure, and the fact that I really hope they're right about that being their last statement on it, because I don't think they're that.
Who gives a shit, dude? I gotta be honest.
Ain't no more meat on that bone, baby.
It has to suck ass to be a young person nowadays.
Oh man, it sucks being. I can tell you from experience, it does.
No, I'm saying like now, like growing up. You're 48,
37 years young actually, and I'm pretty hip. I go out there. I remember I went to 2 concerts this week, Andy, back to back. Drank 5 beers the second night, and then went home. And actually, I cried more at home when Dustin Poirier won. Dude, I was fucking hyped for Poirier when he won. I had 2 more IPAs when I got home. So
that's sick, dude, you're a mess.
It was a mess,
but
it was a passionate cry.
Oh, I don't know, dude. Just with this shit, you got to deal with this shit now, where you have to just autistically over-explain, like just. I don't know, like social situations.
Yeah.
Like
it's not that hard for us to navigate. It's like we just go out there and we just have to be honest with people. You know what I mean? You have to be. I feel like you got to be genuine. Like that's what it is about being a young person nowadays. They want genuine things. They don't want fake people. So
you get it, dude.
Yeah.
You get it. All right. I think we did it.
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
What?
Do you want to wrap it up?
I guess so. My name is Pat, and I'm here to say,
guys, this has been a really great stream. And what?
Today, and then that would be.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week. Until then, have a good one. Be about a peace.
Bye, everyone.